Merry meet and welcome to the daily reading for all signs for today, the 31st of August 2024, or whatever date it happens to be in your time zone. Today I'm reading with this medieval tarot. Let's purify with some Florida water. I put it in a spray bottle as I do. 3 sprays. Ooh, 3 sprays in this big room is more than sufficient. You can find links to purchase both of these products in the video description of this video on my YouTube channel. I'm going to give this deck a nice clean cut, and we will see what is in the cards for everybody today. Okay, so this is the 9 of Cups, this is the King of Coins, and the 3 of Coins. This is lovely. This base reading is absolutely beautiful. So the 9 of Cups is a very satisfying energy. You being satisfied. What a nice thing, isn't it? To be satisfied. And the thing about that is it's all based on magnetism. It's all based on what you're drawing to yourself. So the reason things are being satisfying for you is because you are magnetic to that sort of satisfying experience, which means that you're broadcasting that. You're broadcasting the right energy, and that's why things are coming to you. And if things stop coming to you in the way that you want them to, maybe try changing what you're broadcasting back to what you've been doing, because it looks like you're doing great. Now, this King of Coins is talking about you as the master of money, the master of health, the master of possessions. And when I say master, I mean mastery, having mastery over it and mastery through it. And a lot of times when people get this King of Coins and they hear me say, "Oh, you're a money master," they say, "Oh no, that must not be my reading because I am not that great with money." But you need to compare yourself to yourself, not to other people. Aren't you better than you used to be? Seems like you are. Seems like you're doing really well, in fact. And not only does it seem like you're doing well already, it seems like you're doing better and better and better as you move forward. Look at this beautiful 3. The 3s are all Saturn. Saturn is responsibility. Saturn is well, people say Saturn is karma, but it's the law of cause and effect. It's the things happen because they happen. Things happen for the right reason. Effects happen because they had their cause. There's no big mystery. And Saturn holds everybody to account. Well, the positive side of all of that, when you have the 3 of Coins, is that you're being held to account in a good way. In other words, your good work isn't going to be for nothing. All of the work you've been doing on yourself isn't going to be for nothing. You may not be seeing all the benefits right now, but you can get a sense of it, can't you? If you think about it, that the things that you've been doing, the work that you've been putting into things are starting to at least give you the indication that they could pay off. Well, they will pay off if you keep doing what you're doing. And they're going to pay off in a way that is slowly but surely and expanding gently and gradually over time. Not big giant windfalls all the time, although that's always possible. I'm not saying that that's not coming, but that's not what you're depending on. You're not depending on that. When they happen, that's wonderful. But that's not what you're depending on. What you're depending on is the fact that your effort is enough. Your causes are enough to create the effects. And the effects are vast. The King of Coins. You can't get any higher in status of a suit than the King, other than the Ace, but that's not a personality. It's not part of the personality. When you're talking about court cards, the King is the King. It owns the suit. It's the owner of the kingdom. Remember, kings don't have citizens. They have subjects. So it's ownership. And when in the context of what the tarot court cards are in my readings, those are parts of the personality. And this is a really positive part of your personality that you've been fostering, that you've been encouraging to grow, that you've been working on. And it shows. And so don't take any idea that things aren't happening as quickly as maybe you would have had hoped, that there's something wrong. There's nothing wrong. Slowly but surely is the name of the game right now. And so just lean into that. Lean into that. It's a beautiful thing. All right. We've got, another 3. Three of Wands. Love a good Three of Wands. This is, well, we'll talk about it. 10 of Wands, okay. And the 7 of Wands. It's so wandy. This whole upper panel is all wands. So we can look at these patterns in a couple of ways. Let's look at them vertically first. The 9 of Cups with the 3 of Wands on top of it. The reason why you're having such satisfaction is because the work you've been doing is paying off. Right? It comes from you. It comes from you. But I want you to be clear that your ships are coming in. I do like the picture on the Rider-Waite-Smith deck for the 3 of Wands. Your ships are coming in, but your ships coming in over a calm sea. In other words, it's the quiet mind that gets the work done. And the quiet mind is what is this 9 of Cups. Making sure that you are clear about what you want, what your objectives are, and not worrying about them, not being tense about them, but just having that silent sureness that what you desire is good, what you desire is not only possible, but is happening, is coming to you. And all you need to do is keep your mind focused on your objective, keep your mind as calm as you possibly can, and do the work that is in front of you to do. And you are the victor. Well, I don't even like victor because you're not even fighting against anything. You are the one who reaps the benefits. And like I said, it's long-term benefits. You're going to look back, in a few years even, and say, whoa, look at what I accomplished. Who knew? Who knew I was going to be able to do all that? Amazing. Now, the one thing you don't want to do is this 10 of Wands is the idea that I'm doing it all by myself and I'm working so hard and therefore the more burden I carry, the better. No. The 9 of Cups, that satisfying magnetism that's drawing everything toward you is unencumbered. It's not burdened. You must let go of the burden. If you're feeling burdened, you're not getting the idea. The work that you're doing and all of the wonderful things with the King of Coins and the 3 of Coins is not about overburdening yourself. You want to be free from burden so that you can have all the energy that you need to do the work that needs to be done every day. And so if you're feeling like you've got too much weight on your shoulders and you're carrying things too much, you must let those go. You must, and consciously and purposefully, I cast my burden on the infinite within me, and I go free. And just, you can even visualize it. I'm casting those burdens. You can take all those wands off your back and just cast them into the sea or something like that. I cast the burdens. I cast all my burdens on the infinite within me, and I go free. The infinite knows what to do with your burdens. The infinite doesn't want you burdened. So you're responsible for letting those go. Now, when you do that, the 7 here is saying when you do that, every burden turns into an opportunity. Every burden then becomes an opening for more and more and more. So you do get an upgrade. You do get a turnaround, especially in your work. So this top panel here is talking about your work in the world. Your work in the world is very important. And I don't want you comparing yourself to other people's work. That's not going to help you at all. Compare yourself to no one but yourself. What makes you tick, what you love to do, what you're willing to dedicate your life to. That's what's important. And you're already doing it. And like I said, your ships are already coming in. Now, the ego wants to tell you, okay, therefore you need to work harder. You need to work harder. You need to work harder. No, you don't need to work harder. You're working hard enough. Plenty hard. You don't need more work, more. You need to actually streamline things. You need to optimize things. You need to leverage your efforts. And that's going to be different for everybody. Some of you, this upgrade is going to be getting assistants and maybe staff or employees for some of you that are having businesses. Some of you are going to be exposed to new wonderful ideas that automate things for you, that you're not burdened, whatever it is. There's so many different ways that this is going to manifest for each of you. But doing it all yourself is not what's the point here. In fact, you're being encouraged to notice when you're doing that and let it go. let it go, and just ask for, remember the magnetism? Just ask for the help that you need, and the help will show up. The help is going to show up, and it's going to be beautiful. Whatever you need to cast this burden and keep yourself unencumbered is what's important. So you've got 3 wands, 2 coins, and a cup. Isn't that wonderful? So right now it's mostly about the work and the money starting to come. Pretty soon it's going to be more about the money and more about the resources, or whatever these resources, these things in the physical world that are important to you. For many of you it's money, but for some of you it might be property or health, other assets, right? So those are slowly increasing over time. And like I said, that doesn't mean that you won't have windfalls. Of course you will, but that's not what we're focusing on right now. We're focusing on you staying clear that you are the magnet for everything. And right now you're magnetizing work and less burden. And as that continues to upgrade and grow over time, you're going to notice that your wealth grows over time as well. You're doing everything right. The only thing you need to stop doing is thinking that burden is somehow profitable. It's not. It's actually, the burden is gonna slow things down. So you remember that you're magnetic. So what do you want? What do you need? Ask for it. Ask for it. Embody it, and know that you can magnetize yourself toward that. There are no trump cards in this reading, so there's no none of my meditations that are indicated here. But what you can do is make sure that you sit and relax and just daydream about what you want and what you need, and ask for it, and just notice how it just comes to you. Notice how things start to manifest. Notice how things start to just show up for you, especially help, so that you're not overburdened. You're doing so well. Thank you so much for spending a little time with me. I so appreciate you. And thank you so much to the amazing moderators, Honey Paw, Shirley, and Deline. We'll see everybody tomorrow. Blessed be.